But I will be interested to see whether they decide to build the Tusk more right-click oriented, right? We see a lot of Tusks kind of played as that kind of support. You maybe get a medallion up, you maybe are the Guardian Greaves carrier, but since they have the bounty and the dazzle, perhaps this Tusk will be a Shadowblade hard right hitter.
We might even see another Armlet Tusk.
Yeah. I don't know if I love the Omelette Tusk, but it's certainly enjoyable. It was enjoyable to watch. I don't know if I think it's the build, but... Anyway, sorry about all the yawning. I was out late with friends last night because I had a friend visiting from New York. I learned lots of new things about dating apps.
The battle begins.
But getting into this game, which is, in my mind, more important than a dating app, yeah, I'll go with that. We're getting into things. I will try to hype it up. Just, we'll need a few shakes of a lamb's tail to wake up. And, yeah, they definitely saw you there, Stress. Not quite sure what was up with that. And it is gonna be... No, actually, I expected Wolverine to hang out for a whole wave. Yep, it is Roger going mid. So...
The Wyvern's bringing the salve out so that there's no risk of a career snipe happening.
Very nice. I expected her to sit here and make sure Bloodseeker got the first wave. At the same time, I do believe a Bloodseeker will beat out an Axe. Bloodseeker will do so much damage. Oh goodness, he's actually trying to fight. He can't. Roger already taking huge amounts of damage. I just believe with that Blood Rage and so on that Roger will take too many hits and won't get out of any of these counter helixes. Oh, he's gonna actually immediately Berserker's Call him. I think realizing that he was Blood Raged. And yeah, 2 more auto attacks when the Blood Rage was on I think would have done it, but he doesn't get them. This is a very odd mid lane. Who do you think will come out on top of this dual mid? Oh gosh, Stress.
Bloodseeker should be alright, unless Bounty Hunter manages to level up and maybe get some extra damage.
Yeah. I also
or if Axe get lots of lucky spins.
I completely missed them almost killing Earthshaker. They dove him hard. This is one of those things where if I were the bounty hunter, I would maybe back up a little bit. Roger, he needs to use that Berserker's Call. He does use it before this, and he actually dodges the Blood Rite, but they're not going to kill Charmander, Cloudmander, and Stress going to take a lot of damage if he has any points in Thirst. He doesn't. But there's a Dust, and it does hit Stress, and this is going to be our first Blood. A very slow, very eventual. Oh, there it is. There's our first Blood. Phantom Lancer also killing Wallet K up at top.
Tower is under attack.
Yeah, and that's just the power of Disruptor and Phantom Lancer. Those Lancers hurt a lot. A lot of folks don't really appreciate this, but the Spirit Lance, huge amounts of damage, especially early on. Yes, Tusk is a strength hero, but he's only got 600 health.
Bounty is right back into this mid lane, but they already have a ward up.
They do, and I don't think he's gonna have much success. Oh, as I say this, the Ember Spirit takes down bottom. I'm also just watching mid. Yeah, a lot of damage. Ember Spirit does manage to take down Earthshaker. We're switching over to the net worth, guys, because this is too much action to go by CS. CS is not going to tell us the full story. So, yeah. And also this lane, great kill potential. That's actually why I really don't like Earthshaker as an offlaner.
Invisibility.
Yeah, this lane definitely has good enough lockdown to deal with it. The duration of a fissure.
And the ironic part is they really don't have a lot of lockdown, right? They've got that slow on the dazzle, and just hitting that searing chains, it does too much.
Yes.
Earthshaker very luckily gonna pick up a bounty. This is one of those off lanes where you hope for the bounty rune over any other rune. And I actually think Bounty Hunter being up top is a mistake, because it's 3v2, so even if Bounty Hunter could magically do something, I think they're still at the disadvantage greatly. Yeah, and he's just gonna do some harass. At the same time, they can't kill off this guy because of the Cold Embrace. And I actually think Lolit K is gonna go down again. Maybe even Stress. There comes in the Snowball, but that's what I was talking about, that Cold Embrace, and now he's caught in, and he's gonna go down. And the glimpse back on Stress, but the dust has worn off. You can't keep feeding these kills away to the Phantom Lancer. Not what you can do. I think Ogres from Casino need to actually avoid kills for a little bit and just try to farm up. Because if your Ember Spirit does outfarm their Phantom Lancer, you win.
Yeah. And in mid, we have a call.
Oh.
They're both very low.
Yeah. And Bloodseeker, though, he has the power to heal right back up. And Axe doesn't have Tranquils or anything yet, so... I know, I feel like this mid matchup was a bit of a miss. I say, as we have another initiation just off the screen, they're actually going to manage to pick up Winter Wyvern. I wonder why she already used Cold Embrace. And here comes Axe with a haste. He gets the Cold, but not before Bounty Hunter goes down. But these spins, these are mad spins. There's a fissure though, and that saves Disruptor's life. They try to go in for the courier, but Roger, he's not level 6. He can't dunk it. He does manage to kill Disruptor. He's being chased off to Snowball, and they want to kill, Killer. Oh, and they managed to! A really nice play by Lolit K, but he needs to get the hell out of dodge. Bloodseeker finally coming up top. We got some help. Bounty Hunter's coming up, but I believe Lolit K is going to go down, and Bounty Hunter probably realizing it's too late. No, Bounty Hunter, you're going to go down as well! You big fetus stress. He's going to try to walk it off. Is there the Shallow Grave? There is the Shallow Grave! Oh, Faust is going to kill himself, though, because of it! Yeah, this was a really big misplay from the Dazzle coming out there. Oh, and Lolit K buying back. I don't think he's going to be able to kill Hef, though. Hef's just going to walk it off. And there's a fissure as well. What? Yeah. A really bad buyback. And I think just a bit of an overcommitment. Ogres from Casino should have just let... they could have just had one death. And here's the Bloodseeker. He's going to need to snowball. He can snowball. You can snowball. Dodge that. He's going to get it off. Of course, he's going to get dragged back. Hopefully he went for one of the illusions. What a play. But he's still going to go down.
But...
yeah, not much he can do now. A nice ice shot, and he's buying
Make
a
him
lot
waste
of
as much time as he can.
Yeah, but at the same time, you can buy all the time you want. Bloodseeker's getting fat, as we can see from this net worth chart, and just a really devastating... It's still going on! This fight does not have a stop button. Oh, Winter's Splinter Blast actually missing, and they're gonna get a lot of damage onto Killer. They almost get him! They need one more auto attack. They know which one is him. It's a little bit off. Oh, do you think so? Oh, they definitely do, because Doppelganger's level 1. So, I was gonna see if maybe it was happening, but it's happening. So, yeah. And what I thought was gonna be kind of a sit back and farm game is a Slayfest.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I was kind of imagining both teams would sit back. We have a Searing Chains, but at the same time we have the Enchant Totem. Claren using that aggressive Remnant, and I think that was a mistake. Now here comes Bloodseeker, and there's not going to be much he can do against this. He doesn't have any support coming in. Where is your Dazzle? His Dazzle's TPing in. Maybe he'll get the Shallow Grave off, but Claren taking a lot of damage, and actually that Shadow Wave enough to put him out of Bloodseeker's thirst range. So... His Dazzle did come back for him after all. But Claren may be realizing he can't play quite that ham. He is not, in fact... Oh, what is going on up top? Roger and Stress trying to do some action onto the Phantom Monster. They want to shut him down. He cancels the cold. Really nice play there, but he's not getting in close enough because of that Octic Bone. And Roger might actually go down. Never mind, there's a snowball in from Lolit K. Lolit K actually punching up. Where's the Cold Embrace? There's the Cold Embrace. We're going to see a dunk! Where's the Cold? I didn't know dunk went through. I guess it is magic. Another dunk! Okay. I can safely say I wasn't expecting that. Bloodseeker's trying to run his ass up.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
I
he's got
was
full
not
vision on
expecting the
him.
dunks. He ruptures! Roger's gonna take a lot of damage. He's gonna try to apply the armor. Of course, that's pure damage. Oh no, and the glimpse! Roger, he's still ruptured. Lolit K, save your brethren, but he can't. And Lolit K is gonna go down as well. Okay, can we just laugh for a moment about the double dunk? I actually had forgotten this was magic damage. For some reason I thought it was physical since you can dunk the courier. But no, they...
Not only that, it's also a guaranteed kill if they're below a certain
Yeah.
amount.
I knew about that. That's why I thought it was physical though. And surprised it went through Winter Wyvern's Cold Embrace, but you learn something new every day. And I'm excited for courier dunking. Everybody dying a lot in this game. They might be able to get Hef. He's just waiting out the ice shells. Puts down that blood right. Where's your snowball? Not in the snowball. Lolit K is now going to go down, paying for his insolence, not realizing that Disruptor hit level 6.
What the F is this game?
Yeah,
this is glorious to
action. Oh
watch.
goodness, the tower's gonna go down. Trying to go into the Bounty Hunter. There's the Cole. Can he get the spins though? He needs spins to win, and he's not getting the spins and the dunk. It's not gonna be enough. And I definitely heard something. Oh goodness, he's taking a lot of damage on Roger. There's also the dust up because his blood suit got ruptured and he's trying to deal with Hef. You can't let Hef kill you. He's gonna get so much damage back. And there's no... He's gonna dunk! Dunk! He dunks! Wow. Roger is really making this game fantastic. I don't know what the definition of a Dota player who doesn't know how to chill is, but I think it's Roger.
It might be. We've had 21 kills in the first 9 minutes.
We do. Oh my goodness, and I was worried I was gonna be a bit sleepy just because of how late I was out last night and the amount of food I consumed, but no. We got a dunk fest, and Claren's like, guys, screw you all. I'm gonna sit mid and farm because this is stupid. And
he has his phase boots now.
Yeah.
Might be working on the drum.
Considering how active everybody in this game has been, he's got a pretty respectable farm. And actually, all of Roger's nonsense, while the Bloodsucker is huge, Killer on that Phantom Lancer only has 26 lost hits and has 4 deaths. I'm pretty sure 3 of them are dunks, and Roger almost has the blink. I think this game is hilarious. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to calm down and be more professional in my casting.
So this is looking like it's bad for OFC since they're down so much. But
yeah, they're down a lot
at the same time, the PL is not getting big.
Yeah, and something important to mention, Bloodseeker, yeah, he can hit hard, but he has early game and that's about it. He's not a hero that actually scales very well just because of how his abilities work. Giving someone flat damage versus a percentage, not really creating illusions like the PL. Actually, they saw stress for a second there. Oh, because of this ward. In comes Dazzle though. I don't think you want to be the Dazzle coming in. And actually Bloodsucker TP's out. Ember Spirit kills off Earthshaker, and I'm guessing that's where Bloodseeker is. And it is. He's gonna be in a little trouble, but Roger comes in, he uses the call. Can they get enough damage down? Oh, and then they Shallow Grave Roger. And now Hef realizing that maybe this. Oh, a nice heal bomb. He does manage to pick off Roger though. Roger a little bit sad. That's a Shadow Blade up on Hef. He actually had it earlier. I assumed it was in his room because I am a scrub. But no, Claren, you can't do this. You don't have the dunk. How can you fight? But they snowball in, and finally they kill the monster streak on Hef. On the other side though, Bounty Hunter has been picked up by Phantom Lancer. And Claren just gonna chill and farm. This Bloodseeker's 2k ahead of everyone else.
Yeah, so them getting a kill on him there is enormous.
Yeah, definitely. It was like, even though they had they had a 2-for-2 exchange there, and they got 4k, 2k, 1.5k icon mass. So, a really nice pickup. And Roger, he's gonna have that blink very shortly. Now, I think the key thing to do here is once they have that blink up, I think they can target Bloodseeker. He's a very squishy carry because he has to apply Blood Rage to himself to up his damage output. So you should be able to do a lot of work on him.
Regeneration.
Yeah, he's definitely vulnerable to these spins that do a significant amount of damage throughout this early game.
Yeah, definitely. Now, Bounty Hunter, still 12 minutes in, no track, but he's getting there. I think this is another thing which will really turn the tides for Ogre from Casino. Right, all that track kill, and with how aggressive and how much these aggressive plays are actually working out for Roger, I think they can be a very dominant force. At the same time, Hef is looking for a kill. Doesn't know that everybody left bottom. All of Ogres from Casino decided bottom not the lane for them. In fact, Ogres from Casino kind of not out on the map, but that's not super important. So. And actually, this Phantom Lancer going for bots, I don't like that. I think he's going to be too squishy. But I do like it from the standpoint of I think this gives Ogres from Casinos more opportunities to dunk.
Yeah, this is definitely not the game you want to go boots of travel. You need something, anything you can get to make you not die horrendously to this axe. Drums would have been great.
They're going in. Oh, they have mass TPs. There's an Echo Slam as well. Roger, he's getting him close. He doesn't. Oh, he misses the dunk. Roger, he's Winter's Coast up. He's going to go down, and holy cow. Ember Spirit does pick out the Earthshaker, and they're also going to get the Winter Wolverine. Now, let's see what they can do here. There is the Rupture. He actually just. I didn't know about that interaction. Okay, doke. Yeah, and Lolit K is going to go down here. He's going to be glimpsed back, so a bit of a bad fight for Ogres from Casino, but all things considered, not the worst I've seen. And they had track up. We'll see in the fight recap. Actually, really even. I think because one of those kills was a track kill. Yeah, we can see how much gold Ember Spirit got there. A little bit disproportionate considering the hero that he killed. So, track gold, we're already seeing it.
Yeah, now the bounty is level 6, the Shadow Blade on the Bloodseeker is not as useful, but it will still have its uses.
Yeah, and speaking of which, I hear a call. That means somebody's dying. Somebody's about to get dunked! And there's a dunk. It's not as effective because they're stuck in this hole. Claren might actually go down. No, Claren! Yes, Claren! Remnant away! Save your Claren! There's still Bloodsuka still running in, but he's a Bloodsuka! And that's the power. Oh goodness, we're gonna see some track kills. There's gonna be another call when Roger gets unstunned! And that, they didn't even dunk. Roger didn't, I'm disappointed in you, Roger. I want to see some dunks. Go in on Chararanda, who I think is Charmander. Actually, Roger taking huge amounts of damage here. Optic Burn plus that slow. But there's a snowball, and Clay's gonna dunk! Oh,
Yep.
I think I love Roger. I've never felt this way about a Dota game before. And they were 5 kills ahead, even more I think, on Austria's Finest. It's almost evened up. A 4K gold swing with all of those bounty, with all of those tracks. Oh.
There's already a medallion out on the no.
Yeah,
We've
Tusk
got
has
the
had the
medallion.
medallion
It's on
for
the
a while.
Tusk.
I actually was really confused because I saw that he had the medallion debuff and I didn't realize he had actually been farming okay. And so I was like, Bloodseeker went medallion? Because it's not uncommon to see a Solar's Crest pick up from a Bloodseeker. He really tries to optimize that right-click damage he can have early on, and then the additional mischance helping him out. But no, it's the Tuskar, and of course his damage, his Warrior's Punch being physical. Medallion plus it does a lot.
Very true, and this axe is getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
So he's gonna get blade mail.
Roger.
Looks like a choice.
Oh, Roger, just going for the full I'm in your face and you have to deal with it. We've actually got TPs down bottom.
We have a lot of TPs down bottom.
And they're nicely hidden, but at the same time, Hef realizing something's up, he uses his Shadow Blade, and they don't have, oh, they do have vision for him. They're gonna keep going, they have a track. Oh, Lilac K gonna take quite a bit of damage, but they have taken out Bloodsuka, and now they're also gonna take out Mr. Earthshaker. Irie, praise the sun, but he's not doing so well in the Dota.
Middle tower is under attack.
And yeah, that's another 2k gold swing. Ogres from Casino were at a 3k deficit, and now they're themselves going to be at a 4 or 5k advantage in gold. This is why you have to ban the Bounty Hunter. He will be, regardless of who wins this game, he will be banned. Like, first ban next game. 100%. And Claren going in further. Nova wishing he weren't here, but now saying, hey Claren, I got this silence at the same time. The rest of Claren, Ogre from Casino, back up Claren. No, they just want the tower. They actually completely ignored him there. There's a glimpse back, making sure that there's going to be no funky Roger stuff. And yeah. Oh goodness, but as you try to stop the Roger, he just goes in anyway. There's a call. He's not going to have enough for a dunk. Yes, he is. There's going to be a dunk. And now, Hef coming in. He's actually, oh, they're actually going to silence up Stress. They could take him out here in like 2 auto attacks. Stress is very dead. Put him in your snowball. But Lilac had no mana and he didn't have the cooldown, but doesn't matter. Roger's going to dunk them all. Oh, Roger actually taking tower. Roger, get out of tower. Oh my goodness. I did not know that today we would be in for 2 kills a minute. Did you? Oh my goodness, Ember Spirit also picks up Disruptor. He's in their base!
He's in their base.
What is Claren doing? When did Claren get up there just remnanting and casually TPing out? And poor Phantom Lancer Killer is like, my team is feeding. What do I do? Killer wasn't even playing that poorly, you know. He had a bit of a gank run on him, but he picked up some more kills. And then what are you gonna do? Your team's big fat feeders? Killer. Oh, he's also. Oh, the call misses Roger.
Barely had a call.
Wow.
So, a good heads-up play by Phantom Lancer. He doesn't go with the BOTs. He realizes that's a bit greedy. Gets the power treads. Almost has defusal. But the Bloodseeker Shadow Blade, not only has it not produced results, I really feel like he should have gone the SNY just for any kind of stats early game.
It's gotten a few kills. It definitely got 2 or 3 kills, but the problem, as you mentioned, he did it because he was way ahead and he could feel it. When he bought it when he was 2k ahead, right? And now not paying off because, as you mentioned, he's not tanky. He's super squishy. They Walrus punch him with that Blood Rage on and he goes down. So, not paying off. And I agree. I would like Sanjin Yasha. Even a Blade Mail, I think, could be quite good because you Blade Mail, Axe Blade Mails, oh, it's magical. So, we do hear Bloodseeker use that Shadow Blade to try and get out. And we're just gonna chill in mid. Mid and chill. Now, let's also talk about this Earthshaker. He has had a really awful game. Offlane Earthshaker, maybe a blink now, maybe a little later, but usually around this timing, you'd have that blink. And that's the whole point of putting him offlane. What do you think he can do to recover?
I'm not sure because he's not someone who farms stacks very well. He doesn't jungle easily.
I mean, no. Hey, if you make the stack big enough, you can Echo Slam it. I'm just saying.
is under attack.
Okay, Hef's actually stalking Roger, but you're talking about Earthshaker. Actually, Roger is gonna go down probably. There's a Disruptor coming in. Roger, he's trying to just walk it off. He's trying to return some damage with that Blade Mail. He actually killed Bloodseeker! I didn't read. I thought that was a kill somewhere else, but he just Blade Mail Roger. He killed Bloodseeker.
Yeah. So,
the game goes so wrong.
He doesn't have a whole lot of health, and Blade Mail actually kind of fucks his day up.
God. I'm with the Blood Rage.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I need you to talk for a bit. I need to calm down. I can't believe what I do. I assumed I just like missed a kill elsewhere on the map, and then I read it, and I'm like, what the shit just happened? Clarence almost has that battlefield.
Axe has a lot of HP innately. Bloodseeker not so much. At least not as much as an Axe would have.
Yeah, of course. Bloodseeker being Agi, Axe has the 1200.
He's got 1100.
Bloodseeker, yeah.
Axe has 1200.
And with the Blood Rage, he just took so much damage. Now, I need someone to correct me. I believe Blade Mail only accounts for the damage you actually do take, or does it actually account for, like... Actually, it's Rupture Pure. Rupture's Pure, never mind. None of that
Rupture is
matters.
pure.
Yeah, so, yep. That's hilarious. And
so he wouldn't be able to resist it anyway.
Yeah.
But
well, Blade Mail returns magical. I think. Damage reduction. Damage is. Oh, we've got an engagement. More just Roger being a ham monster as I try to read this. It's pure. Never mind. Return damage is pure.
Damage, but it's,
so yeah, he can kill the Bloodseeker every time just by walking. And that's beautiful and fantastic, and I love that I got to cast this game. I was a little bit sad, because today there aren't many games for me to cast. A lot of games getting postponed, moved, because there's ESL 1 and the Nanyang qualifiers, but these games, this game is already beautiful.
Yeah.
They're gonna go in for Roche, and they can do it. They have so much armor on Roger, and they have armor reduction on that.
They have a Solar Crest.
Oh, it's already the Solar Crest. Tusk is rolling in the Tusk offlaner, right? You expect him to do okay. You don't expect him to be top 5 net worth.
Yeah, he has twice as much as the offlaner of AF.
Yeah.
So, I know that's not really saying that much this game, but it's just comparing against his opposing team.
And that was a quick Roche, and there was nothing they could do. Even if the side, we can see that Austria's Finest didn't actually have ward vision down there. They could probably tell because of how far up top lane is pushed, but you just don't have any power to do anything. Disruptor's actually rushing that Aghanims. They've sacked the Wyvern so Disruptor can rush the Aghanims. As I say this, I hear a Rupture Stress, maybe going to be able to TP out, but there's the Winter's Curse onto Stress. There's now also a Shallow Grave. Clarence might do something. Faust taking a lot of damage because that Diffusal is up and he's going to go down. Another bit of an overextension from Ogres from Casino, but not the worst. I think, though, Ogres from Casino, they should be able to defend this mid tower, and if they can't, it's going to be a big win for Austria's Finest. But given how far ahead they are, and having the Aegis on Roger, I believe that they could defend a mid-push. Easy peasy.
Yeah, they only lost the supports there. All of the cores are still up, especially this Axe, who has the Blink and Blade Mail. Yeah. I think he might be going Shiva's Guard next with this Plate Mail. I don't imagine him going the AC.
Either, I actually think, are fine. He could, in fact, go both, but you might try to get the Tusk. There's the Blinken, there's the Cold, there's the Blade Mail. I don't think it's going to be enough to take out Killer. There's a Doppelganger. Roger declining to chase. He also needs to not chase because that is a Diffusal. Roger actually getting quite low. He's going to get Glimpse back. They might even drop the Static Storm. PL not wanting to attack, though. And it just seems like a bit of a miscommunication on Austria's Finest. So yeah, now Lolit K running in. He has an Invis rune. He actually looks to be... Huh, no, he just has the casual mono boots. I'm not quite sure what he's saving up so much for. They're gonna see him though. He's under one of the Invis runes. They do have the Static Storm, and this is a very dead Lolit K. His team can't come in to save him, and a bit of an overplay. You have to assume when you're playing with a Bounty Hunter on your team that your opponents are gonna have a lot of vision around the map, and just making that mistake.
Yeah, that was definitely a good play by them to have this sentry back here.
Oh, a nice Searing Chains, and there's a Cole. They're going to glimpse him back, though, so there will be no dunk here. Clarence going in really deep. Clarence, you're not the one with the Aegis. Static Storm is down, Clarence. You need to get out of that Blood Right. He is just on the edge of it. Stress taking a lot of damage. They're going to Shallow Grave him. Oh, but there's a beautiful Echo Slam. I don't even know where Roger is in this engagement. There he is. finally gonna be coming in, but he gets Winter's Curse immediately. It doesn't actually do a lot of damage to him. He still has that Aegis, but this fight already hasn't gone the best for our side of Ogres from Casino, and there is the attempted blink forward to get the dunk. They'll get the tower, but they've lost kind of two in that engagement. One of them took a long time. And Roger, he's getting close. The Aegis is still probably bugged, but he's getting close to the point where he wants to use that Aegis, so...
And the Trumpet does finish his Aghanim's now. This is big for them.
Yeah, it does. So you say it's big for them. It does, I believe, increase some of the damage output. No, it just increases duration
and disables the use of items.
Yeah, but at the same time, nobody has decided to go BKB on this side of Ogres from Casino. But of course, it will stop that Blade Mail, and if the Bounty Hunter's caught, he won't be able to pop that mech. So.
And Dazzle has a Glimmer Cape that could be disabled as well. But, yeah, not a whole lot of items being muted just yet.
Now, talking about Glimmer Capes, because we haven't really done a quick item look. We've got the Diffusal, we've got the Yasha. Oh goodness, as I say this, we've got a Snowball in, but it's not going to hit Hef. It doesn't quite hit him, and now Lolit K once again overextended. Roger coming in on the backlines, but he's going to be blinking into a place where his Aegis is going to expire, and there's a Static Storm. He can't go in. Another bad engagement by Lolit K, and he may be throwing a little bit. They're actually going to blink forwards. He's going to get glimpsed back, but he's going to do a lot of damage to Hef, and Hef taking a lot of it. They don't have the Static Storm. It's not on cooldown. Claren, I think, though, he's got that Battle Fury up. He could start Sleight of Fisting things. He's going to make sure he's out of that Blood Right. There's another aggressive blink in by Roger, and he's going to knock off Hef's head. So Roger getting the work done, even if his team's going to feed a little bit.
Yeah. Currently, Bloodseeker is... No, he's not the most farmed on his team anymore. Okay, PL did take over that.
Yeah, he got eclipsed. Pretty common when the PL gets the Diffusal. But really unfortunate, because he was doing really well, and now he's 4th top farm. So...
Yeah, Ember Spirit having this Battle Fury is bad news for PL. Axe having this Blink Dagger is bad news for the entirety of AF.
Yeah.
And... the Glimmer Cape from Faust could be good, but there should be detection on AF, since they are up against a Bounty Hunter.
Yeah, the nice power of the Glimmer Cape that I'm excited to see happen is if Dazzle, and Dazzle has been playing pretty far back, as long as Dazzle doesn't get caught in that Static Storm, he can just Glimmer Cape whoever's under the Static Storm, and that will greatly reduce the damage that occurs, so... it's gonna be... interesting to see how this goes down. Now, I believe that the Aegis will be expiring very soon, so we'll see whether they can actually siege this. I wouldn't be surprised, though, if the side of Ogres from Casino just backs out before they go in.
Axe has finished that Shiva's Guard, by the way.
Yeah, definitely. And I do like the Shiva's Guard. I also like the AC. I feel like either is fine, right? A lot of Ember's early damage is magical from that Flame God, but of course now that he's getting up a Deso is not the word I wanted. Now that he's getting up a Daedalus, he's going to also be hitting really hard, and that Sleight of Fist, you know, this is when you pray for crits, and then you'll be bouncing off of the Phantom Lance's illusions, and really destroying whoever happens to be standing in there. And this is actually quite sad. Ember Spirit just killed some Satyrs, and they're just lying here, looking at their corpses. It's very sad. Anyway, moving off of corpses, Phantom Lancer, I don't know. It feels like he needs a lot of different items this game to help him out, but there's a lot of stuff that goes through BKB. Initially I was like, maybe you get a BKB, it'll help you, but a lot of the lockdown on the side of Ogres from Casino goes through BKB. Of course, that Berserker's Call going through, and Ember Spirit, as we said, that Sleight of Fist is going to hit you, even if you're BKB'd, so...
And the Walrus Punch.
Yeah, so maybe... not the best item pickup. He can do the Heart or the Scotty. A lot of people enjoy that on Phantom Lancer. And, that'll help. At the same time, because of all this minus armor coming out from Ogres from Casino, I don't know. It's worrisome. I feel like he's an Agi hero and he's building Agi things, so he's gonna tank up armor-wise because of the Agi stat gain into armor, but I don't know if he can do anything against this powerful team coming out of Ogres from Casino.
Yeah, the problem is Axe has 32 armor innately with his build so far. Berserker's Call gives him another 40, and Dazzle has Weave. The physical damage is not really going to affect Axe overly much.
Yeah, definitely. And we've got...
There's a lol chat back and forth.
I don't know what that means. What does this Kunkka one mean?
Throne game.
Oh, okay.
It means Game of Thrones, 3-2-2.
Okay.
Yada yada. The kills are actually tied at 25 each.
Yeah, but of course, August from Casino with the track
chart
kills way
tells a
ahead.
different tale.
And sorry, folks, on the coast, I have a bit of something in my throat, apparently. Anyway, we're getting back into this game. Ember Spirit, he isn't actually close at all to the Daedalus. He needs still about almost 3.5k. So, we're gonna see what happens there. An Axe just spinning up top. They're actually moving towards him, but of course that's gonna be seen. Maybe not even attempting a gank. Maybe, actually, no, they were definitely hunting. Hef is now hunting with that Shadow Blade. And as you said, look, he hasn't really had great item progression because of all those deaths, and now he's building a BKB, but as we just discussed, it doesn't feel like that's the item. He's gonna try to go on Roger. He uses that, oh goodness. He immediately uses the Rupture, and Roger is gonna chill. And what just happened? He got out of it! Roger's just gonna stand there, very still, taking quite a bit of damage, but his whole team, they're coming back, and by whole, I mean 3 of them. Here comes in Mr. Remnant, and let's see what he can do, but it's the Winter's Curse on Clarence, but this is gonna reduce the damage. Roger takes, there's a Sleight of Fist, and that does a huge amount of damage, and Bloodseeker goes down. Yes, they finally managed to take out Roger on that axe, but Clarence, he's going in, he needs to back out. The Aegis actually just expired, a really nice kill on Roger there. And Eerie, he's gonna take a lot of damage. I don't know if Clarence can get the crits he needs. Oh, but he's got Dazzle. Doesn't matter if he gets the crits he needs. He has the Shallow Grave if he needs it, so he's gonna use that Searing Chains. Nova going down. And these are all track kills. I wouldn't be surprised if they called GG right now.
This was very, very poorly done on the side of AF. They wanted to kill the Axe, but they attempted to use, rather, their lockdown all on the Ember Spirit. But not only did the Static Storm come out late, so he had time to Remnant out, they then stuck around.
Yeah, it was a 4.5k gold swing, and I think, as you pointed out, when you miss that Static Storm, you're realizing you've lost a lot of the lockdown, or a semblance of lockdown you had for that Ember Spirit, and so you just need to back. And now, Clarence, he can pretty much buy that Daedalus. He's very close. So, and the Guardian Greaves are up on stress. He'd been walking towards them, but he hadn't quite purchased them. And just when we look over these items, it's so dominant coming out from August from Casino. Really glad to see them win. I was actually trying to donate my hats on my stream, but it didn't. It's not working.
This is very unfortunate. I'm going to lose my hats.
Feels bad.
Feels bad, man. But, you know, I think there's still hope. Oh, we see a cold, we see another nice blade mail, and this is going to be a very dead hat. If this actually, maybe not. A beautiful Static Storm coming out. Roger now taking huge amounts of damage. There's the Shallow Grave, but Phantom Lancer coming in. Where is Clarence, though? They need Clarence to be doing this damage. Roger actually just kind of dying up there, but Clarence silenced. Oh, he got silenced by the Blood Rite. I was about to say, nobody's picked up an Orchid or anything. And they're actually still blinking forwards. They managed to hit Clarence. They're trying to go again. I'm a little bit surprised he didn't just turn to fight. I feel like he had a lot he could have done there, but not wanting to risk it. And a really nice turnaround. Yeah, that's a 3k gold swing coming out of Austria's finest. And just as I was saying, I think it's over. Clarence coming back in, though. He doesn't get the Sleight of Fist on the creeps, though, and the Blood Rite already used on the front line. And Faust, using that Glimmer Cape to make sure he's right next to Clarence. He's gonna, oh, you need to Shallow Grave your Clarence, but he runs in so close that he's actually, it's the entire duration of the Winter's Curse, but he gets off the Sleight of Fist and he kills 3! With those crits, he now remnants away to make sure he's fine. Bottling up, he could go in still. They have the track up. Phantom Lancer can Doppelganger, and he does. But holy shit, Clarence. He got the crits that he needed. And I don't even know what to say. Yeah, it's feeling very grim for Austria's finest. Clarence gonna heal up and Remnant back. Yeah. And while Phantom Lancer are very close to that Manta, it's not going to be enough. Yeah, it's a bit of raw health, but this Ember Spirit has your number.
Yeah, the Manta does provide him pretty much everything a PL wants, but we're 30 minutes in and he's just now getting it.
Yeah.
Or getting close to it, rather.
Definitely not the experience or gold per minute that we expect on a PL. You know, only 400. You expect a lot more. Axe has 475. That's amazing.
He's been making stuff happen.
Yeah, 13 and 7. Let's look over these kills. 13 and 7 on Axe, which I thought was amazing. I didn't realize Claren was 11 and 0. I thought for sure he had died. This is really what's destroying them. As most folks know, after the recent patch, it made it so that killing creeps wasn't as good as killing heroes. And Claren killing creeps and farming heroes. We can look. He's also got... Oh, he's actually only got 139 lost hits. That is actually only, because we're at 30 minutes. It should be well over 150 at least on a hard carry. Fal's probably going to take it. They've got a glimpse. They got a lot of things. He could Glimmer Cape, try to get away. He actually doesn't use either. I'm a little confused. He's probably going to go down. Yeah, his timing was very bad on that Timothy. So, yeah. But we're going to see. Hef took so much damage because of that. I'm not quite sure what made him take a lot of damage. Maybe there was a heal bomb. But yeah, they're going to be going in. I'm pretty sure they're going in on the real killer. We're going to be seeing Phantom Lancer taking a lot of damage. Where is Claren? He's on the back lines. He's going to be able to feel comfortable to go in. Yes, they're going to manage to pick off Tusk, but this is Tusk. He's a big feeder. We all know it. And now Claren, he's coming in. He is actually stunned up. Where's going to be the Sleight of Fist, though? There's the Sleight of Fist. Only gets one little baby crit. And actually, maybe this fight gonna chill out, I say, as Winter Wyvern's taking it in the backline. She has nothing. She can Cold Embrace, but it's not gonna save her life. And they're just gonna wait it out, get themselves a nice, pretty, fat... Oh, it's the dunk! I've been missing out on these dunks.
It's been a while. I'm glad we got that one there.
Yeah.
So, a big counter has come out to Bloodseeker, and he didn't realize it until that fight happened. Tusk has picked up a Lotus Orb, and then took the Rupture and returned it onto Bloodseeker. So yeah. Bloodseeker was not able to move around that fight. He had to stand there and just try not to die.
And I actually really like seeing this. There are a lot of single target spells. You know, returning the Glimpse not that useful, but returning the Winter's Curse is fantastic. So I'm really happy to see the Lotus Orb. And it's an item I feel like we don't see very often. Of course, it's very particular about the situations where it's useful. But I'm glad we see it now. And that sounds like Roshan is up. And it is. Roger going to work on it. I wonder what he's building up next. As I said, I wouldn't mind the AC. So
I'd like to see him get a little help, and he's getting the BKB, so that will help in that department. He's got a lot of armor, so just buffing up his health, that would be very nice. Look at this weave.
Oh my
What's he gonna put his armor up to?
They know that Stress is here, though. They just saw him silenced. He's gonna Guardian Greaves, so he's not silenced. But at the same time, actually, they're abandoning Roche to help out their teammate, but Stress is gonna get out just fine, and they know about this Roche on the side of Austria's finest, but the side of August from Casino, they also know about this Bloodseeker, and he's gonna pop that BKB, but as we went over, you can get punched through BKB. They actually still haven't finished the Roshan. They're deciding to fight. I think a mistake. I think finishing the Roshan and fighting like that. Now Lolly-K gonna go down, taking a lot of damage. Roger actually killing his teammate Claren, walking through the Static Storm, but taking quite a while. He didn't maybe get the crits he wanted. He still has a lot he can do. He has one Remnant, though. And now, another Sleight of Fist in 3 seconds. That's gonna kill off the Phantom Lancer. Lolly-K also picks up the Disruptor, and now they're working on Eerie. Praise the Sun. Oh, one auto attack. 600 crit. Just blowing his face up. And now Roger, just doing Roger things. He's just chasing. He just had that little bit of a buff from the bounty track. He's gonna try to auto attack a few times. He's gonna call. Are we gonna see a dunk? We're gonna see a dunk! That's beautiful.
Also, just a little thing I noticed in that fight. At the last tick of Weave, Axe has 56 armor without Berserker's Call.
Yeah. Holy cow.
So, that's absurd.
And Berserker's Call gives us, yeah, plus 40.
Plus 40.
So, yeah.
Who needs Guardian Angel when you've got Dazzle?
100%. Not only Dazzle, just... I don't feel like anything is stopping Roger. He has actually died a few times, as we mentioned, because of stuff like that pure damage, but... He is fat in the best of Axe ways. He's actually got like a weird lump on his back. I don't know what's up with that. I'm gonna check it out.
We also learned in that last fight that if Winter's Curse is reflected upon Winter Wyvern, when her team kills her, it counts as a suicide.
Yes, that is, I believe, a known bug. So, there's a lot of issues with Winter Wyvern's ultimate and denies. So, also when Rubik steals it, it counts as a deny. So...
Ah, that's
it is upsetting when you're the Rubik. So, but yeah, these are all bugs, or maybe as intended. You know, I'm not 100% sure, as I am not a Dota coding expert. So,
Killer has opted to say, "Forget you, Manta. I need the heart," which it's probably the right choice. He needs that health badly.
So, Axe went BKB. A little bit confused by this. I guess it does block a number of things. You can at least purge off that silence. Still can't really handle Static Storm. You can walk through it, of course, if you pop the BKB beforehand, so... Oh, Sleight of Fist not doing maybe as much damage as Clarence wanted. I'm a little bit surprised. He went for the bots. I would have loved if he would build me a second crit. Oh, that's just because I love some bloodshed early in the morning, so... Now, let's see what's gonna happen. This high ground, it isn't the easiest to take, but I think, given that they have the Aegis and everything, they should feel very comfortable in August from Casino. Maybe just waiting on an item pickup from someone. I'm trying to look around and see what we're missing. Because, to me, you've got everything you need. You can just have the axe blink up aggressively, but perhaps worried that it hasn't been working.
Rune of haste.
I'm curious as to what this ultimate orb is going to be for Bounty Hunter.
There's an effigy in the Dire base, which is like actually just terrifying. It's just like black stuff. Black stabby stuff. I don't know what's going on. Anyway. Oh, I hear Searing Chains. They are going to do quite a bit of damage to Winter Wyvern. And they track her up, and this is going to really help them set up. She is invis, but she's going to be taking that attacks and actually a really beautiful blink away because she was ruptured. Yep. Or not ruptured. She was taking a lot of damage and walking back out towards their team. They've already picked up the Winter Wyvern, so... And that, I think, is what you need to push high ground. Winter Wyvern is why you can't clump up, the other issue being Static Storm, but that's not nearly as worrisome. And actually, Hef getting gone on again. There's the Blade Mail. He's going to be taking a lot of damage. There's the BKB, and actually now it's Roger who's taking it. Put him in the snowball with you! There we go. They're out. They're all fine. Yeah, he's ruptured, but he can BKB now and not take any damage. And because somebody was next to him, he dunks them! There's so many buybacks coming out. They don't have a buyback on Wyvern, but they're going to see what they can do. And Roger just glowy, yellow, beautiful, big Echo Slam. Actually going to pick up Lola K. Clarence getting really low, but he does, of course, have that Aegis Faust immediately using the Shallow Grave on himself. They're going to get off that Aegis on Clarence. So what a beautiful Earthshaker dunk. And Faust is going to go down. And Clarence now backing out, maybe realizing that they've overstepped their bounds. Where is Roger? Roger's jungling. So that's what Roger does.
Yeah, you just do your own things, team. I have jungle to kill. Stacking at the same time, by the way.
So actually a really great fight. Lolik K actually bought back. I'm really surprised by this. I don't think he should have bought back. I think they can take this fight without him, but they decided to have him buy back, or he decided to buy back, and this slow siege will continue. Oh, that was a terrifying sound.
So 2 buybacks down on the side of AF, on the Earthshaker and the Disruptor. And Winter Wyvern doesn't have enough money for it.
Yeah.
Looks to be going for that Vlad for the team, which is a nice item, but I'm not sure it'll save him.
Yeah, that's very true. Maybe the Axe just went the BKB to avoid getting all his mana burned off. And actually, Phantom Lancer abandoning this abandoning the Manta, instead trying to go for that Heart. Could also potentially be lifesteal, but I think it's probably just a Heart, so that he can throw illusions into the ring that live forever. Axe just casually having, what, 65 plus 9, 74 armor? You know, just Axe things. I take no damage. He looks to be building an Ags. I have like mixed feelings on this.
I love Aghanim's on Axe.
Oh my goodness, he's going on Killer! He found him, he's spinning. Of course, Killer has a lot of health now, and as we just talked about the mana drain, he pops the BKB though. He's taking damage, so he can't blink though. What's he gonna do? He's trying to find someone to call. There is a track up on Killer, but of course he does have that doppelganger. And now it's maybe Roger who's in a spot of trouble. He should have blink up. He does have blink up. On the back line, we have Nova taking a lot of damage on that Disruptor. Lola K gonna go down again. No buyback this time. Axe actually completely moving his call and trying to use that chop, but not gonna get it. And so, a really good pickup. I think
this is why he needs Augs.
Yeah. Overextension from Roger, and Austria's Finest really taking good advantage of that.
So Bloodseeker is going either Heaven's Halberd or... Oh no, it might be
it could be Sun Yasha, it could be Silver's Edge, it could be Heaven's Halberd. I personally think it's either Heaven's Halberd or Silver's Edge. You can actually get rid of the spinning on Axe. It's not the best, but it's something. And that break does reduce damage, so if you can get it out onto Ember Spirit. It'll help you out. It'll make that Sleight of Fist hurt a lot less. But it isn't easy. So, but it is the heart out on PL.
Yes. So now he's durable enough to stand up to these fights.
I still think he actually needs to stand in the back and throw in illusions. I don't think he's that durable.
And it's a Silver's Edge on
yeah.
Bloodseeker.
Often
which
overlooked.
is good for the minus damage in these fights.
A lot of folks really just look at it and they're like, oh, well, what's the point? There aren't great passives on their team. But yeah, it does have damage reduction, I believe, 40%. So, yep. So, yeah. It's gonna be a-okay there. And I hear Blood Rites. We have a blink in on the Winter Wyvern. Can Axe do this? Has the Aghanims. Doesn't need to get her as low as before. But again, not able to seal the deal on Roger. And now needs to walk it off. They've got more coming in. Oh, Roger gets ruptured up. He could... Oh, he sold his Blade Mail to buy the Aghanim Scepter. What a life choice. He might actually really regret it here. Claren, help out your friend. And oh goodness, he puts him in the snowball, actually. They're gonna dunk! And Roger gets off the dunk, and now Claren, he's caught under the Static Storm. He might go down here, Claren. They finally take down the raid boss. 1.5k gold for that kill. And now it's up to the rest of Claren's team to see if they can pick up anyone. There is the Cole, and there is the Shiva's God getting rid of those illusions, but he's not spinning at all. Roger not getting any of those spin to wins. He's putting the snowball. Really nice, but then they're both hit by the Blood Rite, and this is throws from Ogre from Casino. I think just a really bad mistake. Oh, actually gonna have a lot of spins coming out on Roger. Probably Faust is gonna die. Roger does go down. Now Faust in a lot of trouble. And a really almost a 5-man team wipe coming out for Austria's finest. August from Casino showing they're having a lot of trouble sealing the deal in this game.
So it cost them a buyback on half, but then they took 4 and didn't lose anyone else. So that was definitely a very good fight for them. Roche is up in a minute 10.
Oof.
Ooh.
Really
Stress
close,
almost picking up that kill.
I think Claren may be on the wrong side of that. He's looking to build... He's got an ultimate orb. It could be a Scotty, it could be a Manta to deal with the Blood Rite so he can play a bit more aggressively, but... I don't know. I think maybe they need to start targeting that Disruptor, because he does seem to be the only thing that can kill Claren, and if Claren's alive, you're fine.
Yeah, with the Kinetic Field Static Storm, he can sufficiently lock down Claren for the duration of these team fights. Eerie
taking a lot of damage, and there's a blink forward. Oh, not a blink forward. There's a blink up to land the Static Storm, but this is their time to fight from August from Casino. You now know, and there's the... Oh, beautiful. They managed to kill off the Earthshaker. You also now know Static Storm is down. Yes, Disruptor has a blink, but you're feeling really good about your positioning. And just little stuff like that. Oh, they're actually still going for it because they were hoping Disruptor was around. But I think you should fight. You've got that Static Storm on cooldown for 45 seconds. You've got an opportunity.
Yeah, and Disruptor's buyback is still on cooldown. No, he's alive. I'm retarded. It is Earthshaker that died. I'm very sorry.
Oh, it's fine. And yeah, it's gonna be... Oh, okay. Roger just dunking creeps because that's an Ags.
Yeah,
and PL,
with Args, it doesn't matter.
20 minutes ago in this game, PL was trying to split push top lane, and now he's back at it. He has 4.5k gold,
so Bounty's going... He's going a sheepstick.
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot, actually. And bottom, they're getting this tower up top. In bottom, they've gone for the Roche instead, so...
Casual Walrus punch on the Roche.
I have claimed immortality.
And it's the Scotty for Claren.
Yeah, I'm a bit surprised. I feel like he could be more aggressive if he did have a way to purge up that silence, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting. And he's actually... Oh, he also picked up a blink. It looks like it's time for us to do some more item roundup, because I have definitely missed some of these. We have a blink on Claren, we've had the bots for a while, we've got the Ags on Roger, which I think is a mistake. And he has the cheese. I would love to see him go that AC. As you mentioned, Bounty Hunter has the sheep stick. It is done. He has no longer got buyback, but they've got a lot of outer towers, so probably not as worried. Poor Faust on that little support. Dazzle only has that Glimmer Cape and that full stuff, and Lolik has, yeah, just the same
Lotus
items.
Orb and Solar Crest.
Really
and now Faust has picked up the Vlads. So this is also really good for his team.
Winter Wyvern also has Vlads for her team, which is really going to help out that PL. Disruptor, Aghanims as always, that Blink was the newest acquisition. We got oh, an Eagle Song coming out of the Phantom Lancer. If he gets that evasion, that could really help him out, although you can't dodge cleave. And Earthshaker actually going from Ultimate Orb, I wonder if that is also another sheepstick, you know, that blink-in ground pound sheepstick business, but... yeah, it feels like August from Casino, they're very- oh goodness, they actually managed to catch him out of position. The track is still on him, he's now ruptured Claren, but he can, just kill him.
Yeah, with Scotty, it's very, very hard to run away, especially since Bloodseeker is not overly fast without Thirst or S&Y.
And this might be the time. Now, I actually am not sure if this will be the best time to push in, just because I don't feel like Bloodseeker is what's giving them trouble. It's that Earthshaker, it's that Winter's Curse, it's that Static Storm, so...
they're just gonna let Claren run up since he has the Aegis. If they blow everything on him, cool. They'll just come right back.
So hard right now, right? They also put a Solar Crest on him, and he's going for the melee. I like this. You have to be confident. Roger, I don't like you being up there. Oh, he's just dunking a creep for the buff.
Casually dunking.
Yeah. He just gave it for the attack speed and bonus movement to Claren. I have never seen that play, and I am going to try to use it in other games. And yeah, they're gonna get a Rax, easy peasy. Phantom Lancer was working on bottom tower, has TP'd out now, but I think, oh no, I thought that was a TP, it was a Doppel. Yeah, he's gonna get this bottom tower, but it's not a good trade if you actually lose 2 of your main buildings. Phantom Lancer still hasn't chosen to come home yet. Roger just tanking up that Optic Bone, actually taking a surprising amount of damage. And Claren just still going in. I guess they decided that they cannot fight face to face with this, and maybe hoping they might get a bottom Rax for free on the side. Oh no, he has the TP in. It's way too close though, I think. Killer coming in way too far. The Remnant, the Flame God is up, and there's a missed Searing Chains, but look at how much damage he does with this Sleight of Fist. He's got another one and 2. He walks into the silence, but there's the Sleight of Fist. Killer taking quite a bit of damage. Claren, you gotta do a little bit more work, please, sir. But it's Roger jumping in with that call. Killer's gonna be locked down, and there's the dunk actually onto Roger, so he can't dunk Killer, but now he's gonna dunk Killer if he knows he healed up just a little bit too much, and Roger's dunk misses. Claren now playing way forwards, actually probably gonna lose this Aegis, but oh, there's the Shallow Grave, and they're gonna take out Killer, and this is GG. Trying to do some return damage. Oh, Killer brought back. They took down the ranged Rax, not the melee. Claren taking, he's very low, and there's a casual dunk on a creep wave. They need to all get out of this. Oh goodness, they actually go in on Claren. He takes a lot of damage. He's gonna lose that Aegis, but he doesn't care. Glimpse isn't gonna work now though. Claren, he needs backup. The rest of the team actually just focusing the Rax. So it's gonna be a-okay, and Killer taking a lot of damage, actually fighting a remnant of his own because of the Lotus Orb. And now they have a glimpse back on Roger. They should be able to pick him off easy peasy, but at the same time, the rest of his team... oh, I'm actually surprised Lolik going in, probably gonna die here, but yeah, that's fine. Goodbye, Lolik, just let your team die. And they got 2 Rax very easily on the side of August from Casino, and this is gonna shoot their net worth up, up, and up.
Oh, can you glove Claren?
I completely missed this. I was looking elsewhere.
Glimpse it. No.
Where is Claren? Sorry, I completely missed that because I was looking at bottom and checking out some other stats, and yeah. Oh, Claren actually gonna kill Nova! No. And now, if Eerie isn't careful, Claren's gonna kill him too. He already set up a remnant, so he's gonna feel very comfortable. Sleight of Fist and that DD. He's being Winter's Curse, but I don't know if they have enough damage with that Scotty. But maybe, oh, he does manage to remnant away. Winter's Curse only being 3.5 seconds at that max duration. And
yeah,
Faust in the
meantime... if come out faster, it would have been okay, but it was not.
Faust is just like making bank, bottom lane. Faust is like, I have 3k gold. I'm gonna buy something pretty for myself, because my team makes me support all day. So 2 Rax down. What do you do if you're Austria's finest?
I'm not sure what they can. They have to take these fights better than they did. Last time...
they've taken a couple of excellent ones. Echo Slam I don't think was used in that entire engagement. Like...
no, and likely not since it's got 110 second cooldown. Although it would probably still be on cooldown.
I think he might
He's got 3150.
Oh, you were saying?
He's got 3150 and this Dazzle has 3800 on him. I want to see what they're going to buy.
I would start buying Divines. That's how I roll. No, I think... that Earthshaker did the very classic play where you want the perfect Echo Slam or you want the perfect Black Hole or whatever, and you just don't end up using the spell. And I think Echo Slam is actually a very forgiving ultimate. Even if you were off by a little bit, as long as you got someone important with those Aftershock procs, it's often enough. And Earthshaker maybe just thinking he needs 4 or 5 of them to win the team fight.
Well, after the static storm in their base, it would have been slightly disheartening, I suppose. It was rather bad.
Yeah.
But he has had some really good ones this game, so if they take this next fight really well, I think they can still win this game.
Definitely. There's a lot of turnabout, but here's the thing. If they were to push into Ogres from Casino, I think Ogres from Casino has the easier time base defending with that axe, with that Ember Spirit, that Sleight of Fist. He's got no... he just went MKB.
Yeah, so evasion now won't matter, even if the butterfly comes out, which it has.
And it already... That's the thing why I didn't like the butterfly here. He already had Cleave. You know you're going to have illusions around you as a Phantom Lancer, and Cleave ignores evasion. So, as long as he has one person standing next to him, that crit can hit. So, a little bit confused. Now, this does mean that our wonderful, beautiful Ember Spirit with the Blink Dagger is 6 slotted. He, of course, might decide to get rid of that Blink, but he's done. At 28,000 net worth. He, of course, can buy Moonshard. Stuff that into his little face. I kind of wonder how you eat those. Like, it looks very hard, but you consume it like a mango? Like, I don't understand these things in Dota.
It's definitely very odd.
This is a smoke, a death smoke. This is gonna decide, I think, whether they GG out or not, and they are gonna maybe pick up Faust. They got a lot going down on him. He's Glimmer Caped and Shallow Graved up. Roger jumping in, though, with that BKB, trying to kill off Nova before he drops that Static Storm. It gets off, but it's an awful Static Storm, kind of like we mentioned. And now, running back to their base is Austria's finest, Claren, trying to catch out Mr. Doppelganger, but he can't. Claren gets ruptured. The Lotus Orb put on too late, but they're going to pick up Bloodseeker, and Claren's just going to chill. He's just going to stay still.
Yeah, that's probably GG.
Yeah. Now, they are going to try to defend. Oh, Stress, he's getting in range for, a beautiful use of the Glimmer Cape, but a blind call. No, not going to work. Disruptor does buyback, but doesn't have that Static Storm. They are going to have another buyback from the Bloodseeker. Cole, Roger overextending the name of this game. We'll forgive him because he made the early game so entertaining, and he's getting off a few spins, but Roger's certainly overextended. Claren now wanting to overextend as well. Faust trying to stay out of auto attack range, but wants to make sure he can get up that Shallow Grave, but he has to use it on himself, and Claren taking a lot of damage. Wallach K trying to deal damage, but this might be actually a good fight for Austria's finest. Not enough crits coming out on Claren. He does blink forwards. He manages to pick up Earthshaker. Earthshaker has buyback, but Claren, you need to get out of that Bloodbright. He does get the crits he needs, and he needs one more on Hef. If he can do it, he'll get a kill on Killer. Come on, Claren, you need some crits. He gets it. That's it. That's our GG. It's gonna be cold, I believe. I could be wrong. More
Probably.
buybacks.
Quick, just keep throwing.
There's a gem on the deck. And
yeah, this is GG.
Yeah, they're taking down the base. They're walking on the Ancient. Ogres from Casino maybe not making this as clean as we thought it should be, but still, given their draft, what an impressive performance. I was really excited we got to cross this game, and Austria's finest, pretty more well-known team, and it's good to see Ogres from Casino doing pretty well for themselves. And there, the Ancient explodes. That's it. That's our GG. We'll be headed into a game 2 really quickly. I'm just going to go to the splash screen. Once again, I am Llama Down Under. You can find me on Twitter, Llama Down Under, Twitch, Llama Down Under. If you want to give feedback, because we're new casters, we'd love to hear it. Please plug all your stuff, Elseth, now.
Thanks. Yeah, Elseth Roth on Twitter and Twitch and YouTube. Just the same name.
Yeah, we're going to be heading right into some music as we get into that second lobby, so we will see you and we'll be back right quick. Once again, thank you all so much for watching.